Hey everybody, Rich Lovell, Master Instructor of the Epstein hitting system. And I'm going to talk about today, bat path. And I know what you're thinking, man, that's all we hear about today. Bat path, bat path, bat path. But I want to approach this in a little bit different way. And first I'm going to explain exactly what I'm talking about. And you might hear about it getting in the zone and staying in the zone longer, meaning we want to get the plane of the bat to the plane of the pitch and follow that all the way through so that we have a bigger happy zone, if we want to call it that. So how important is bat path? Some could argue it's everything. But the important part of bat path is way back here where you start. And let's not get confused that I'm going to all of a sudden harp on style, because we know what that is. That's a personal preference of a player of how they like to begin their swing, as long as it doesn't interfere with their technique. But once we get into the technique aspect of it, if I'm not correct here in launch position, then my bat path is really going to be bad. If I don't start from the ground and move up, so example, feet, knees, hips, if my feet don't get started first, and as Ted Williams would say, hips lead the hands, but we have to start from the ground, obviously. And then my knee, my hips, and then my core begin to pull, and I'm trying the whole time to keep my hands back until my front foot lands on the ground. Then we start getting into this whole, hey, if I've done all these things right, all I've got to do is let everything follow behind this procession of from the ground up, and then my bat should get on path automatically, and it's a natural swing. And there is a young man on that does a lot of videos, has some really good stuff that talks about the natural swing, and that's really what it is. A lot of young kids have a really great swing until a coach tells them to do something. And usually it's that old swing down or down and through, and they mean well, it's just starting to mess the kid up. So let's think about that whole bat path thing. If I land and I'm in my proper launch position, and as my body continues to flow from the ground up, I get into this position and approach. It's happened naturally, so I'm not doing all these things one at a time, but I come through and my bat gets on path. The question then comes up, what about an outside pitch? What about an inside pitch? A high pitch, a low pitch? All these different aspects of that. Well, once you've grooved this swing for that pitch down the middle, you make adjustments on the fly. Mike Epstein talked about this for years. The adjustments come after we're not even thinking about our mechanics. And that's why we groove this swing. That's why we work so hard to keep the front shoulder down at heel plant. That's why we work so hard to keep this elbow behind the knob. That's why we work so hard to work from the ground up and get everything moving, so that then if we need to make an adjustment on the fly, we land and we're still saying yes, but now it's an outside pitch. I don't think about it. I just release a little earlier from my shoulder and swing through, hitting the ball somewhere out here on the outside part of the plate. So the whole idea of bat path starts from the very beginning. If you can fix where you get into this first position of launch and you're in the proper position, pretty much everything should happen automatically. Hope this helps you out, puts you on the right path, no pun intended. If you have any questions, send me a quick message. Also, share us with all your friends and coaches and teammates. Give us a like on Facebook, and then keep an eye out for our new Epstein Hitting Online Academy coming soon.